Alright YouTube, I've got BJ's XP loaded on the trailer behind me. I'm on my way to Pine Coulee to do some magnet fishing to see if I can find my GoPro. I don't have very high hopes, but it's causing me a lot of anxiety that I haven't actually tried. So I'm gonna go to Princess Auto and get a couple of magnets, and I'm gonna try fishing for it with a magnet. The only thing that's magnetic at all is the screen of the camera, I believe, so the chances of me actually hitting the screen and picking it up with a magnet, pretty slim. Even if I knew exactly where I had dropped it, it would be, slim chance of me finding it. I'm recording on my iPhone. I'm going to take the iPhone out with me in the XP, very likely, but probably not going to get a whole lot of footage, so yeah, just letting you guys know what I'm up to. Hey, I'm not at Pine Coulee. The reason for that is because Princess Auto, which is the Canadian version of Harbor Freight, didn't have any neodymium magnets, so I had to do an order on Amazon and pick them up. I also got a snorkel and a mask and a light and a few other things to help me find my camera. We're going to open that stuff up. I'm going to show you what I got, but first I need to shout out a couple of people who really pulled through for me. I didn't ask for help, but after I posted the video where I had lost my camera and I was having a huge amount of difficulty tuning my carburetor, two people contacted me and asked me if there was a way that they could help. Alex contacted me and asked me if he could help me purchasing a camera, and I'm currently in no position to turn him down, so I took him up on the offer, and there is another Hero 7 on the way. Yes, I got another Hero 7. There's a plan, but I won't get into that right away. Alex currently has 2 jet skis, which makes him an awesome person. One of them is an X2, which makes him a super awesome person, and the other is a wave jammer. I mean, is there really anything else to say? A wave jammer? He also has a really slow Miata and a Toyota Tacoma, I believe, that is done up for off-roading. I will leave a link to his YouTube channel and Instagram below. He didn't ask me to shout him out. He didn't ask me to post anything about his YouTube or Instagram, so this part might get cut out of the video. Anyway, he currently has 2 videos. One is a walk around of the X2 and the Wave Jammer, and the other one is him out riding. He's extremely charismatic, and if you guys go over and support him and tell him to make more videos, maybe he will. He's really good at editing and really good at talking. Kind of blows my mind how easy some people make this look. Now that I've embarrassed myself blabbering on thanking Alex, again, thank you very much. I will move on to the next person who helped me out, and that is Hi-You, YouTube user Hi-You. Hi-Yu's real name is actually Sal. I don't know if he wants that known, so maybe it won't be in this video. There's a little bit of a story behind this as well. Hi-You has a 650 SX with a triple swap 1100. He also swapped out the carburetors for 44 SBN Makunis, and that means that he had a leftover set of 38 CDK2s, so 3 38 CDK2s. The carburetor on my X2 is a 38 CDK2, and so he extremely generously offered to send me the rack of carburetors, and I could do with them as I please. The plan as of now is to put one of them on the X2 and test it to see if it really is a carburetor issue or if I have some other underlying issues, which I suspect. And then the long-term plan is to mount 2 of these bad boys on the 650 and make it a twin carb 650. With all of that being said, thank you very much to Hi-You and Alex for helping out. Thank you for everyone who comments and watches the videos. Also a big shout out to the Jet Ski Brothers. They've been very supportive of my channel. They've given me a few shout outs and they're always quite active in my comments. So Josh, Jason, Jacob, and Caleb, you guys are always helping me out, quite active, and it's just nice to see people commenting in the videos. So thanks very much, guys. Enough blabbering and ranting on. Let's get to opening this box, and I will show you guys everything that I got so far to try to make retrieving my old Hero 7 possible. There are a ton of these masks on Amazon. They're rated extremely well. This was about $35 Canadian, which I thought was exceptional. I also got this Suptig light. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but the diving mask actually has a GoPro mount on it, and the light has a GoPro mount on it, so I can actually mount my Hero 4 in the waterproof case on top of the light, and then the light is mounted on top of the scuba mask, so I might be able to get some footage that way. This is actually a pretty cool light. I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know if it works. It might fail on me the first time, but it actually has a waterproof hatch. So the light is completely waterproof. It has 2 rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, and it recharges through the port here. Those last shots weren't terribly well framed, so I decided to move the camera and give you guys a little bit better view. First, we're going to open up the small box and see what's inside. The outside of the box says that it is a 2.36-inch diameter magnet, and I forget what it's rated for. One thing that's important to know about magnet ratings is that they're obviously going to use optimal conditions. And what I mean by that is if you take a very strong magnet, I actually have one in my hand here, and this would kind of be an extreme example, but if you use a magnet on aluminum, there is no magnetic force there. If you use a magnet on a thin steel, there's not a lot of force there, but if you use a magnet on something that is quite thick, then it actually takes a lot more force to pull it off. So different alloy metals are going to have different magnetic properties, and the thickness of the metal actually plays a huge role into the magnetic properties, or how well the magnet will grab that metal. Here we have a steel hacksaw blade, and if I put the blade on there, I can pull it off pretty easily. And that's just because it's very thin. There's not a lot of material for it to actually grab to. Does this guy ever shut up? All right, let's open this magnet up. Oh yeah, I forgot it was a 2-sided magnet. So what's in this box then? Anyway, I forgot this was a 2-sided magnet. I was thinking I got one of the ones that just attach from the top. Anyway, I'm glad I got this. I think this was about $25 Canadian. I can see one thing that I don't like already, and that is that they use a mechanical lock washer or a spring washer on the top of this. So what I'll probably do is end up taking that off and putting some Loctite in, and then making sure that this is nice and tight. Already I can move it with my fingers. With my luck, this will fall off and I'll lose this at the bottom. Anyway, let's put this away and get into the big one. I think the exciting magnet is in there. This is packaged very nice. It sort of has to be, because if it wasn't, this would be sticking to everything metal, like the sides of the truck that they were trying to deliver it in. And yeah, so they have to package these quite well. Now for the interesting one. This is the big one indeed. It says 750 pounds of pulling force. So let's see what is inside. Oh, if I remember correctly, this one actually comes with a case, which I don't care too much about. I mean, it's going to get used once and it's going to be all full of rust and crud and whatever probably. But yeah, that's pretty fancy. Oh, and the case is broken. You look at that. Would you just look at it? Like, how hard would you have to drop that? Let's see what's inside. Okay, the handle of the magnet is right there. Oh, look at this. It actually comes with some heavy-duty rope. It's the loop of the magnet that actually smashed through here. How big is this? Whoa. .5 inches. Not too concerned about that, but there's actually a little anomaly there. I don't know what that's from. But anyway, this also has the mechanical lock washer on the top that I'm not a huge fan of. So if you get one of these, that's one of the first things I would do, is either use a better washer or put some Loctite on there so that you don't lose your magnet on the bottom of a lake. Anyway, I guess that's all there is that I have to say about these magnets. I may test them at some point. I have a electric crane in my attic, and I have lots of chunks of metal and stuff around, so I might do a test to see how much these actually lift. I have to figure out how I could do that safely. So this video that was supposed to be going out and recovering my camera turned into a getting stuff to go out and recover my camera video. I'm going to end up publishing this video out of order before a lot of other stuff, and there are two basic reasons for that. The first one being that I wanted to make sure that I shouted out Alex and hi you for helping me out. And the second reason being that I want to let you guys know very clearly that there is some old footage being used. I've already released the video saying that I lost my camera, but I do have a bunch of footage from before I lost the camera. If I find the camera, you guys will see the footage on there if it's recoverable. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.